Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Wartales, shall we? Let's just check out the Paladins of Misfortune, and we are 6 people strong, counting Twinkle, our fantastic pony. And if we look at the map, here is where we are at. We are right here, and we're going back to the town to potentially turn in our contract that we have fulfilled. There is also this contract to do over here, which is to locate the Tomb of the Ancients, and you could see that any location on the map that has this diamond with an exclamation point means there is a quest to do there. Once you have completed the quest in that area, it will count against locations completed. So we've only done 4 out of 28. We've actually only discovered 7 out of 28 because we're so early on. So I'm going to open up our inventory and just take a look at it here. We have 17 iron. We have a little bit of wood. We have a little bit of leather. This is pretty good. We have a busted up farmer's rags. What do I want to do? I'm going to return to the town because we are close. And I'm going to not only see if there's more people to recruit, but see if we can craft anything that would be an upgrade for us, and see what other contracts might be available. So I'm going to head over to the inn, and we're going to talk to the emissary.
Might you be looking for work?
I am.
Our role as emissaries is to
So we
assist
can
your
collect the
reward.
bounty, and then we can review and see if there's anything new. So yes, anything easy is what we want. There's a squad to eliminate. I will accept this. What else you got? We have this one. I don't want I don't want a hard quest. Hard quests, this game, like, if you play it right and you stack it in your favor, things are going well. But if you try to take on... It's not that you can't do a hard quest. It's just that you have to be really prepared and understand what's going to happen. And even as you move on, sometimes the easy quest isn't quite as easy as you thought. So I've had experiences where you go into a hard quest and they just have way more people than you have. And that's not really tenable. So instead, I go for low-hanging fruit. Now, let's see. She is a brute. So let's think about, like, what do we want for our party? Honestly, a brute is okay, considering the fact that she starts... I mean, this club is hilarious. I do want another sword and board person. Right now, we have Helga up in the front as our fighter. We have Pendleton as a two-handed weapon user. We have Annie as a spear. We have a stabber. We actually have 2 stabbers and an archer. So this is actually good. She's a blacksmith. She starts a blacksmith. Her strength is god-awful, considering the fact that we want her to be strength-based. So this is not... Like, this is really bad. And it might be enough to... Brawny is a good trait, but it might be enough to disqualify her from consideration. This guy is very similar. He doesn't have brawny, but cooperative is nice, especially for what I want him to do. He also is not strong, which is sad, but that's okay. And he's got taunt, whereas she had first aid, I think, and then this guy is a spearman. So, not really huge on another spearman. I do want a tank, and I like... Taunt might actually be useful. So, let's talk to this guy and see what he wants.
At your service, provided you pay me handsomely.
Oh, he needs 60 influence. Okay, so we don't have enough influence yet to attract this guy, sadly. So I'm going to exit. I'm not going to sleep yet. We're not tired enough. Let's go over to Master Hulan's Forge, and let's talk to him.
You can use my anvil. I can also repair your armor. Oh, and I'm looking to hire a skilled blacksmith, if you happen to know one.
Right. So we're going
You
to
can use my anvil.
pay the money to repair.
I can also repair your armor. Oh, and I'm looking.
I'm going to
for
repair
dents
the
here and
inventory
there.
because we can actually sell it for 8 once it's been repaired. So I'm going to sell these rags. And let's see here. I'll keep that shield, but I'm going to buy 1 raw material, and I'm going to buy 2 coal. And I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go to the forge, and we have Helga as our novice blacksmith. I'm going to confirm. And let's just look at what we might want to make that we don't have. Well, I'm going to make these rags. You might say, well, you just sold rags. They're terrible. But these rags, the rags I sold were armor 5. These are armor 10. And we get knowledge points for crafting it the first time. And if we do a good job crafting it, it'll be even better. So let's see if we can make this happen. Oh, I hit it too fast. There we go. There it is. Okay, so we made a superior quality item, and she has leveled up and become an apprentice blacksmith, which means she can make better stuff. And if I mouse over this, you see that this is Rag's superior. It's got a star. So instead of 10 armor, it's 11 armor, and it even has an armor layer slot, which is cool, but not really impactful at the beginning. At least to my knowledge, the armor layer that you can get early, the item has to be level 6 or above to even be able to use it on it, but it's still a nice thing. So anyway, you might be able to find layers that can slot into a level 1 item that I don't know about, but we got knowledge experience and we made that. So now we have some good armor. All of these, if you craft them, they reveal the superior set. Now, I'm not like huge into any of this, but I do like to reveal more recipes and stuff, so I'm going to make it. These don't even... You can't make, like, superior throwing knife. You just make it. And now we just need leather to make anything else. Well, that's good to know, because if I go to the market, this dude is selling leather right here, Frisme. So
Come, take a look at my wares.
I'm going to actually buy all the leather he's got and all the hemp he's got. You can make torches with grease, which I guess, but I'm not huge. That's not a massive concern for me. We could give these guys money to try to get some influence, but we'll get that just by fighting people. Now, let's go ahead and see. So this is... The thing that's worth knowing about Rags, too, is that they are basic armor, which means, like, anybody can use basic armor. You have to kind of get higher level to be able to use light armor, medium armor, or heavy armor, but these people can all roll it. So, who am I going to be sending in up front? Well, he's got better armor than that. But Chops might actually go in, and his armor is god-awful. So let's equip this. You can see he looks amazing. He's got like a cool vest on now, and he's ready to rock. How much food do I have? I have 1 day. That will not do it. So I'm going to talk to this guy.
Those refugees. I understand there's a war in Edoran, but that doesn't mean they can just help themselves.
Now, we're going to buy a bunch of salt. Let me see this, actually. Did I make somebody a cook yet? Oh, no, I don't have enough people yet. That's another reason I want to hire somebody, because I don't... everybody has a unique profession already. But I don't have a cook yet. But when you do cook, you want salt, and you want to basically... This guy sells salt, and the woman who sells vegetables at the other stall also sells salt. And you want as much salt as you can get, because it's like for every recipe. So I'm going to buy a big stack of it. Even though I can't use it right now, just because I will in the future. Now, I'm going to buy just a variety of food here. I like to have 3 days of food. So once it says 3 days, okay, that feels good. And then I'm going to leave. I don't know. Let me go to the apothecary and see if chops can make anything. We don't have any vials, so if we bought vials, we could make several medicine, which is actually really good. These require powder. This requires powder. Yeah, these all require powder. You get powder as a byproduct when you are a higher level alchemist, but we are not. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna talk to her.
My concoction
I know.
heal the most grievous injuries.
We don't need any healing, but
Be sure
I
to
am gonna
hold on
buy
vials after using them.
5 vials, and then if we go here, we can go down and make medicine. I'm going to make all 4 of them. So it gives you a bunch of experience, and we get a bunch of medicine, which we need. So this is good. Okay, by the way, we have a knowledge point. So if I go to my compendium, there's so many good choices, but I still have 14 iron. So I'm actually going to go over to the anvil, and what we could do is instead of spending it on just our general knowledge, maybe making it so we eat less food. That's nice, you know, getting more money after the battle, getting restoration, methodical exploration. There's like a lot of really cool things that we can get. If I go over to the anvil, I could, though, learn armor. So I could make light, medium, and heavy armor of like a basic level to improve our armor. Or I could go down and learn weapons, like if I wanted to make a mace, an axe, and a sword. So my advice to you for this would be like, okay, look at what you've got and see what would be the most important for you. This is bow, dagger, and spear. So I know I have 2 rangers that use daggers. I have an archer, and I have a spear person. So I could make better weapons, which is, you know, also super useful. But I'm actually going to make... I'm going to get the armor set. And then I'm going to take us out of here, and I'm going to go back to Master Hulan's Forge. And I'm going to use the anvil, and now with Helga, you'll see that we have more recipes. We can make reinforced plate. We can make a padded brigandine. We can make a padded jacket. So at this point then, let's click here and say, okay, Helga, inspect. She has this plate armor. And Pendleton has some armor. But this guy doesn't. She doesn't. And what we could do... Well, we're going to need all the armor we can get. The padded jacket is very, very nice. It's light armor. What I love about it is gives you movement +2. It's going to take all of our leather, sadly. This is phenomenal because 11 guard and 17 armor is very, very stout. But I'll make this. There we go. And so we just made a superior quality padded jacket. So this is armor 15, movement 2. And we'll say cool. And I don't think we can make the rest of the throwing stuff. Throwing sickle and throwing hatchet. And because I've made one throwing item, now these just give you experience. So I'm going to just craft these just to get the bonus experience. All right, perfect. And now you see we did get a knowledge point. Now, I could go down here and, you know, learn how to make weapons. And I'm actually going to do that. So now we can make better weapons for all of our people. We can look at what that would take. So wood, leather, iron ore. Not a surprise. Okay. So let's go ahead then. Let's see if we can turn this quest in that we finished. I mean, we did it. Okay, it says talk to Captain Roven now. So let's go see if we can actually do that quest and complete it. Then there's a quest over here that we can get. And yeah, let's go up that way. I'm gonna leave the town. So now we're really looking for wood. A place to do wood cutting would be very useful, and we'll buy all the leather when he restocks. I think it's every day, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I thought he went into the cave is where Captain Roven went, but I'll check at the outpost. Yeah. There he is. I don't know why he wasn't here before. Maybe you had to wait or something, but now you could talk to him.
So, Bertram is dead. My men and the good citizens of Tiltron will be glad to hear it.
So this kind of sets up what you're doing in Wartales in this first section. You can either basically side with the local army and fight against the refugees, or you can side with the refugees and stop the local army from oppressing them and kind of let them immigrate. And it's not really clean necessarily, like black and white morality or anything. There's compelling arguments on each side of it. I tend to side with the refugees myself, but side with whomever you like.
I must commend you for your courage and your devotion to our cause. Here is the reward the Lady Mayoress promised me. You
Now,
deserve it.
what I did, though, in this case, was actually anti-refugee, but you'll see how it plays out. Now we get 25 rep and a bunch of money, and the villagers no longer have to fear Bertram the thief. So we're close to being able to recruit a new person. We could make lockpicks if we want to try this again. It's not a bad idea. I'm just going to go to the camp really fast. We need to camp anyway. So let me go to the workshop and let me just make some lockpicks. Let me make sure I don't have any lockpicks on me. I don't yet. It says right here you have 0. So I'm going to craft 3. That should be enough to break that. By the way, this requires a scholar. So, if I move Pendleton over there, it's not like this unlocks a scholar. We'll have to go someplace else to do that. Now, we did unlock the cook, but we don't have a cook yet, so we don't have anything he can do. And let's see, do we have anything else we can make that's campsite specific? The tent and the hitching post. So the hitching post, because we bought the salt, we could actually make. We just need a little wood. The tent, I used all the leather crafting and the cloth, so we're not going to be able to make that very conveniently. But let's make 2 rope. And that looks good. Let's eat. We do have to pay the wages. I'm going to click the box to pay the wages. And I'm just going to give people like a little smattering of different foods. There we go. Rest. So the refugee leader has caught wind of your actions and he wishes to meet you in the haven. So this is something you can do whenever you would like. And now you see that we are boosting up this meter. And really, either way, depending on if you side with the local militia army, people in charge, or the refugees, you're getting 20 points towards this progress either way you choose. This question mark above the person's head means that they want to talk to you after you break camp. and they give you like a dilemma, and you get to choose the outcome. So I'm going to push escape, and this guy will say, completing missions is all well and good, but while we're at it, why don't we take prisoners and hand them over to the guard? Making a few extra crowns wouldn't hurt. This is something you can do. You can capture prisoners from units on the battle on the world map that have the shackles icon. It means like they are prisoners. I believe that's the icon. And then you can take them into the jail and turn them in if you want. Now you could say fault, and this will give you valor points, but -1 relations. Persuade, insist on what can be gained. I mean, this gives you 30 influence, and then he gets inspired, which just gives him +5 willpower, or you can overanalyze, and then like it's only bad. So I don't know why you wouldn't choose this one, but we're going to do that. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Requires 30. Okay, I didn't see that. Keyword requires. So you have to spend 30 influence, but it gives him +5 willpower. So I'm still going to do that because +5 willpower is nice. It helps with crit and other things, and we still have 60 influence to recruit a troop, and we don't have any negative outcome. Now I'm going to push escape, close this up. And now, if you see on the map, the purple circle is gone, and there's check marks bar both of these. I'm going to go over here. Actually, no. I'm going to go back into the cave and open the lock, or try to. Okay, so, oh, we don't have a thief right now, though. So I can't open it. I would have to change someone's profession to thief, but I don't have one, and that's fine. Okay. There's some logs. That's what I want. By the way, it's worth mentioning, I want to clarify a point. I was under the impression, and I was mistaken, and I've since learned this on a recent stream, that you lose your valor points at the end of battle. And you do lose valor points at the end of battle, but there are two kinds of valor points. There's orange valor points, which you do not lose. You gain them, and you keep them. Even if the battle ends and you didn't use them, you keep them until your next rest, is my understanding. But then there's yellow valor points that you gain that you can get them, you can earn them in battle. And those yellow valor points only last for the battle itself. So, I'm going to fish. Oh, I have no hooks. I'm going to make hooks. Make a few fish hooks here. So just bear that in mind with valor points. And orange valor points, like you get from, something like that conversation, or from resting or whatever, and it's very helpful. You can see right here, our valor points are orange, and meaning like we keep those. But then if you have yellow ones, it'll show up on your display in the battle, and just know that you need to use those if you're interested, because you will lose them. And I guess that's to prevent you from like using battle generators of valor to like stack up and then have this huge supply. Makes sense. Okay. What doesn't make sense is that I click the leave button. I need to click the fish button. Okay. So all you gotta do is click anywhere and keep clicking that left mouse button. Keep it in the middle. We got experience. We got a perch. This is just a great way to get food and experience. And then if you can have your cook... look at this. We already got Angler Apprentice, which means we can craft sturdier fish hooks so they won't break necessarily. By the way, you can... That fish hook broke, but we got 3 uses out of that one fish hook. So it's not a 1-for-1, even if you're a terrible angler. Now there's no more fish to catch, so we need to move on. Oops, wrong button. Okay. It's getting late at night, so I'm actually going to go back to the road. I don't want to be running through the woods at night. Oh, speaking of that, here's some jerks. But this is okay. These are bandits, 2 hoodlums, and a poacher. These guys are terrible. So this is just a great way for us to get some free stuff. We have 4 Valor points, too. We're going to annihilate these people. All right, so down here you could see the 4 Valor points out of 6 maximum. And these are all orange. So these we get. And if we don't use them, we can save them. We don't have to use all of them. I'm going to... let's see. All right. Who's going to act first? This poacher? All right, so Helga, can you reach the poacher from here? Just barely. I'm going to move you over here. Can you reach him now? You can. Great. All right, so I'm going to have Helga run up and try to kill this person. And then Chops is using the multi-attack. So... You know what? I lied. I'm going to go with Chops first so that he doesn't accidentally hit Helga. So I'm going to move Chops. I'm going to right-click this, and I want this to hit both. So I'm just going to move Chops right here. And I'm going to let Chops do Devious Whirlwind like this. And this guy got crit. Because we hit multiple targets, we put a poison cloud underneath them. So they will take poison damage if they don't move, but we have to be careful not to walk through the poison ourselves. I'm going to push space to end the turn. This guy only has 9 hit points left, so I'm going to move Helga in right here to finish the proverbial job. I think she finished the job. So that guy's dead. We galvanized. And now, she doesn't have any movement left, so we're just going to end the turn, but this hoodlum is acting next. And I don't know if we can actually reach them, unfortunately. The archer, though, can hit them, but we only have 1 attack. So I'll move down here like I'm going to pretend to kill this person, but it's not likely unless I crit. I didn't crit, but I did do a lot of damage. Okay. So she can move but not kill. But if we kill this person, there is the potential... Yeah. I'm going to move right here and try to kill this one. The other one will want to run away. And they do. So I'm going to let them run away because it gives us a benefit and we won't take any damage. You also get, there's like a achievement or a path for taking no damage. So we took no damage. We got a free, damaged dagger. Woohoo. But we got some money. We got 10 influence. We got some experience. And hey, she leveled up. So let's go here. And now we can specialize. So she is using... honestly, I just love Valorous Victory. And she's using a spear, which is strength-based. So I am going to go to career plans. And I am going to use 40 influence. Because as much as I want to recruit somebody else, we'll get more influence. But having more damage there is just really important for me. All right, continue. All right, so now another place to fish over here if we want, but that's okay. Oh, Twinkle leveled up. Look at that. All right, so Twinkle has leveled, and Constitution is carry capacity, so we definitely want that. Carry capacity improved. Ooh, what's this? Is that logs? That's logs. That's mushrooms. All right, that's fine. We can eat those, but we want this wood all day long. Okay. And let's look around in here. There should be the... Yep, this is what we need for the contract. All right, so there's Elignud the Viper, and he also has a henchman and a raider with him. So we didn't use all of our points. We still have 4 Valor points. So let's see where they're going. Elignud is going first. Now, Elignud has a ton of armor, so we're not going to be able to kill them in one turn. But Helga, can you reach? There's not a great place. He's kind of far away, unfortunately. Okay, this will let her reach. And then I want the rest of my peeps up close. This is fine. Chops, how far can you go? You can go far enough. Okay, Helga, we're going to move Helga in to here. Notice how when I move to this square, it lights up, meaning it's adjacent enough for melee attacks. I'm actually going to destabilize first, like this. So we take their guard down. So now they aren't able to reduce the incoming damage at all. Like that. And then I'm going to use protection so that when this guy, because he's going to attack, hits her, she takes 70% less damage from that attack. Okay, then end the turn. And then we're going to go ahead and have Chops move all the way. I'm going to right-click this and just make sure I can hit both of them. Oh, it doesn't actually work. All right, then. I thought for sure I'd be able to hit both of them, like right there or right here, but I don't. Okay, then I'm actually going to go with somebody else. I'm just going to pile on right here. So she can ram this fool. And she can poison impact him. Okay. Very good. So he is going to hit, and he hit for 3. How about that? So now who's going to go this henchman up here? We aren't in a position to do that. We can shoot in. Yeah, we're not going to kill anybody. So we're going to be taking a little bit of damage with the way that this shook out. They're just too far away from us, unfortunately. I'm going to go over here and just hit this guy. That actually moves him back. We might be in a position where... now, I'm going to move. And why am I going to move? I'm going to move down here. And I'm doing this... yeah, it's okay. I'm trying to make it so this guy can't hit 2 targets with a sweeping attack, but I might have messed that up. All right. So now I think I can hit 2 of them. Yeah. Because of the fact that he got knocked back. So that was cool. So now I can come over here and I can hit them both with this attack, and it will poison them. End the turn. And we got hit for 4, but because we gave Chops that better armor, he's okay. Now this is engaged. Can you... Nah, I can't get there. Let me see. I'm probably not going to fire. I'll move up, but yeah, I have too high of a chance of hitting my own people for this to be worth it. So I'm just going to end the turn. And I'm going to move. I wish I could pass, but I can't. I'm going to move over here. I don't want this guy to get hit. So this guy's coming with the hammer. Going to hit Annie. I'm actually not going to hit Annie. He's going to set up a target. So as long as we move Annie before this guy goes, it's over. So you see the exclamation point above his head for the coup de grace. You can mouse over it to see what he's going to do. We just have to move Annie out of this area of attack before he goes, and it won't hit her. But in the meantime, let's kill this. Oh, I didn't look at that correctly. I should have rotated. I forgot that this guy stepped forward, so I did get poisoned. It doesn't really matter. But we now have a Wrath available. Oh, we didn't kill them. That's sad. Okay. I'm going to do this, and we will hit both of them. We might kill both of them, actually. Okay. So it does explain this right here on the tooltip. Some actions grant temporary valor points that must be used before the battle ends, or they will be lost. We just killed 2 of them. This guy wants to run away. And we've already taken damage. So No, I'm going to let... That's fine. Go away. You made a bad choice. And we get another set of plate. That's sweet. So loot everything. And his armor is damaged somewhat, but like only by 4, so I'm not going to repair it. I will level up Pendleton, though. So Pendleton is a smasher, strength-based. So we're going to click on this. We're going to go to career plans. We'll spend 10 influence to get double strength. And then what do we want? Gains deflection if we take the stance. And then if we get engaged in combat, we gain something. Gain a temporary valor point. Every time you hit multiple targets, you gain 1. And every time you engage in combat, you gain 1. So I like Valorous Duel. This is good for him because he does sweep, but this is usually more the case that's going to happen. So there we go. And we continue. And we completed this job. So we can go back to the town. And I'll click this. Or no, here. We can go back to the town now. This is where the leader of the refugees wants to meet. We can maybe get a new contract, and we can also get enough influence to hire another party member and continue rocking and rolling. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series on Wartales to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.